Hi friends, so I am excited. This is the first layout I get to start playing with for the Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and this is August 2020. And this is the main kit. It is gorgeous. I know I'm going to use 2 pieces of paper so far. I don't know where I'm going to go past that. I love this Emerson Lane piece of paper. It's called True Stories by Heidi Swapp, and I love this side right here. It's like a really nice distressed denim-y kind of a border, and I do like borders on a page. The back side has this really great zigzag with like a little bit of watermarking and all of that. And then the other sheet I wanted to use right away is this Indigo Hills 2 paper called Meadow. And I'm planning on detail cutting out this wreath. Even though I don't want to lose these splatty bits, but I'll probably kind of recreate them. Love that. Now, this kit has the coolest little fabric-y leafy bits. And I mean, this kind of feels like velvet. This is like, I don't know, almost like a suede bit. And then there's also some in here. There's a papery one. This is kind of like a rayon feel. So I have all of these great bits. I'm so lucky. So I have all of these great bits to work in. Now I also have photo corners, which I love. I have photo corners, so I'm going to use these as much as possible. Now, this kit also features this really great stamp, but I think I'm going to have so much going on with this, I'm not going to bring in the stamp on this one because, I mean, I seriously am planning on lots of fun, fussy cutting bits. I love these foam alphas to do you can actually journal with these because you get so many. So I have lots of ideas. I just got to kind of commit to them. I also like this gray cardstock that came with our cut file. So yeah, I have lots of things to kind of come up with. I can decide if I'm going to bring in this Vicky Bouton molding paste. You know, we got this whole big honkin' thing with our kit, and I'm thinking, see, I don't even know where I am yet, of bringing in some of these great leaf pieces that came with the stencil that we got, using that. So I have a ton of ideas, and I just need to start detail cutting out this wreath because that's going to take me a long time. I'm watching a video over there at the same time, so I'm going to just grab my handy dandy little scissors and get to work because yeah, I have a feeling this is going to take a long time, and I just want to relax and enjoy it. I'll be back when that's cut out. Oh, my photo. This is my photo of the hubs, and we are on another hike. We've been doing lots of fun hikey bits with our semi-shutdown that we are doing, and this shirt right here is one that he got for his birthday. So yeah, so it's cute. And his shoes are actually a dark gray, but they're coming out of blue and it kind of matches, so fine. We're gonna go with it. So with that in mind, he's facing this way, although he's looking forward, so it'll be on this side of the wreath in some way. I don't even know how. So first step is to start cutting this out. Second step would be to figure out how I want to add some of this in because it will need to dry. So I'm going to get cutting this out and I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, so I cut out this gorgeous, gorgeous wreathy bit. Do you see how beautiful it looks with this pattern paper? And I think I'm going to have my husband, you know, kind of tucked hither-ish when the time comes. But I really do want to take my molding paste for a spin and like, oh, you know what it smells like? It smells like a really light latex paint, which oddly enough, I paint a lot, like house-wise, you know, like I've painted a lot for my mother's houses. I do all my own painting on my own houses, yada, yada, yada. So I actually don't mind that smell at all. Which, yeah, little piece of intel for you. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to add these in. Okay, so they're going kind of in this direction. And I'm leaving it white because I just kind of am thinking that I would like to kind of have the silhouette kind of thing. All right, I know I want it here-ish. So if I just do, you know, I might need a thinner palette knife. So, anywho, I just want to get in some of the texture carefully. I'm like thinking I might even need a thinner one because I usually just do everything super messy and I'm trying to be tidy and that's not easy for me. Just not what I normally do. So I'm going to get some of these little pieces filled in with molding paste. I think it'll be kind of cute to have white on white and some different things. Like this isn't even really a true white. There's a little bit of gray and whatnot in it. So I'm going to do that here and there around the wreath area, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. All right, so let me show you my not super clean little wreathy bits. And I love it because when I go ahead and do end up getting this piece on, I'm going to have a little bit of something extra in the background. So now what I'm going to do is all those great splatty bits that I removed, I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. And I have my Jen Hadfield Gold Mist that I got in the store, a la carte, and then a couple of mists from my stash. So I'm just going to shake them up. And I'm really going to just put them around the outside like a wreath would go again. So I have a navy, a really pale coral. It's kind of like a nice peachy kind of a thing. But yeah, I'm just adding back in what I took away, which might not make a terrible amount of sense. But hey, that's the way my brain is working at this point. So I'm going to go a little heavy with this. Now, I associate the navy blues and the different blue colors with my husband pretty strong. He has really, really blue eyes. I have hazel eyes. So, of course, we always like the thing that we really don't have that much. I mean, I have greeny hazel eyes, so. Not sharing. I just got a big blue blob on my hand. And I just cleaned my hands 1 second ago from the molding paste. Mixed media is not for the faint of heart, I'm telling you. Oh, that's pretty. So this is going to dry. These will all dry a little bit metallic, and I have zero patience. Otherwise, I would leave this till tomorrow, come back with it, blah, 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 blah. I think I better put a little bit in the middle too, so it's not just so blank, because this is obviously going to end up so plain, right? So anywho, I don't even know what my title is going to be, because we weren't really doing anything. I like the idea. See how it says stories of up there? Maybe stories of us. That seems kind of like the kind of title I would do because it's so simple. But I have all of those super great outfits. So we'll see. I don't know. It will. Oh, well, as always, my gold splatty bits will steal the show. Now, I don't have a ton on this right now, so let me get some in between. These will be heavier on the outside. And like I said, I am going to go ahead and hit it with my heat gun. I have like an old school one, and I am talking old school late 90s. So it's gross, it's destroyed, but it works absolutely great. So I'm going to hit it with that, and then I will be back when it's time to do the scrapping part. Alrighty, so I like the plan. I like how it's going. I did go ahead and mat this photo here in the gray cardstock that comes with the cut file this month. I always like to use it. I don't use a ton of cardstock, but I don't know, it comes with a kit, and I figure it's one of the goodies that we get. So I did hit my mixed media, leafy bits and all that with the heat gun as well as my ink. I just have this placed on here right now. So I'm going to lightly tack it down because I want to be able to use a lot of these gorgeous little leafy bits tucked in as well. And I think my best bet with that will be using some wet glue because, I mean, they're bumpy and cool and gorgeous. So I'm going to do that, get those pieces in, see if I can use any of my die cut pieces, but these might be better off on another page. I'm not sure. Like, I love this blue, but the blue is just slightly off in tone. And I mean, look at how cute it is. It's like a library card. So I have these really great pieces. Not sure exactly what's going to be used. Oh, I love the tickets. The tickets will be used. Probably 3 of them. So I'll have 1 left over. That's my, needing to do my rules of 3, which makes me think I'll get my ticket punch out. I just got excited. I can get my ticket punch out I have 2 ticket punches and punch out some of this, which is the back of this, to bring some tickets in. Oh, I'm excited with the way my mind is working on this. I'm going to find all those little pieces. I'm going to only lightly tack down my wreath in a couple places and trim off the bits that I don't need. And also, oh, I think I'm going to use the navy blue title. I'm sorry, the navy blue alphas. And whatever journaling I want to do, I'm going to put it along the line that's kind of hand drawn in on the wreathy bits. So I know that. I know I'm going to get these great little photo corners in, and I'll come back when I have my next step ready. All right, friends, let me show you where we went with this. I did end up punching out 3 of these little ticket pieces, put a little foam square in between, and put these tickets on. Now, I think I'm only going to use 1 on this layout, but I already have some pre-made embellishments for later. I did go ahead and tuck in leaves here and there. I have them there. I have them on the bottom. And like I told you, I just gently tacked down my little wreath part because I did not want it to be super flat. I wanted some movement. I used a couple photo corners where you could see them on this layout. Now, I need to come up with a date spot, which I have to find. Where did I put them? Oh, okay. So I have my Ever So Fab alphas, and I also am bringing in some things from previous things I purchased from the store. I have these Nouveau drops. They are in Gray Mist. I thought gray would be awesome with this to bring in more of the gray, so I'm going to use that. I have just a little bit of this sequins mix left over from a kit from a long time ago. So I'm going to probably bring in some of that for dimension. And I also have purchased and received a bunch of enamel dots along the way from the store. Some were a la carte, some were in kits, and I just attached them with a little mouse purse, so I have them all together as kind of my Not Just for Boys Kit Club little bits. So I need to figure out what kind of writing I'm going to do. I have a date that I need to work on, and it's just July 2020. Not a big moment in time. Nothing momentous occurred. So maybe I will choose to do the date in white since it's not a big deal. I'm going to next go ahead and come up with however I want to do my journaling title, whatever you want to call it. And then I will come back to do the Nouveau drops, sequins, and enamel dots with you, and then we will finish this up. But I thought I'd show you my progress. I am loving it. Okay, back in a second again. Okay, so I have my title on, which is a very long title, but I love long titles, and this alpha allows that. You saw me put my date on there, so that is done. So now I'm just going to work on the finishing bits, and I'm going to use my Nouveau last so I don't go ahead and smear it, because that is ever so bound to happen. Let me get my little sticky bits to see which ones of my sequins I can get on here. I have used these over and over, and I love them, and I'm running out of this blue color, and I need more. Look it out. Can you see how pretty that little blue color is? A little bit metallic, a little blue, but it works for this color scheme, which is also going to allow me to have lots of more interesting pieces peeking here and there. I guess I'll dump it all out. So this part is going to be whatevs, because I'm just going to stick a few goodies on, and I'm sticking to like the blue and the white. I don't want to bring any brown into this layout, because I know I have those really gorgeous brown wood grain, but they don't always get to party with me. It's how it is. So I also have a thing. I like to kind of have sequins or large enamel dots especially kind of peeking out from places. I think it's really interesting looking. So that's why I don't always have them super bold. Now I have a lot of blue here. So I was just kind of concentrating on seeing where I might sneak in my sequins. I have a really nice gold dot there, so I'm going to overlap that. Might as well use up the blue that I have. Oh, they're gone. you saw it here live, folks. I killed off my last gorgeous little blue bit. So maybe I can go ahead and pop this right in, right there on top of the leafy bit. So there's that. Let's stick on a few of these white ones. I'm gonna get the enamel dots going, get on a few of these white sequins, and I'll show you the finished product in a minute with my Nouveau. Now these are really cool, these Nouveau jewel drops, because it's gonna dry translucent. It won't look super translucent when I first show it to you, but for the end photos, I think it'll be awesome. All right, that wraps it up. I ended up bringing in this little journaling card that was part of our die cut pack. And like I said, I also did use the little Nouveau drops, and look at how cool and translucent they are. So you can see all this great texture, right? But since they're almost tone on tone, it's adding texture and dimension without drawing your eye away from the photo or the design. So I hope you like what I came up with today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'll also have all the links to where you can see what we're up to with the Kit Club and the design team and the products in the store and all of that happy goodness. Oh, as well as the blog. So lots of good stuff. Come join us. We would love to have you. And yeah, I'll be back so soon with another video. Goodbye, friends.